This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life. And we're back again. I don't know, I've been in music all my life, and the Kingston Trio, live, they used to do a song, and it was like, hangman, hangman, bring a rope. Hangman, hangman, bring a rope.
You're kidding. I remember Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley.
Yeah.
Of course,
but
he
anyway,
got hanged.
That's a sick song, but anyway.
It is a pretty sick song.
And the only reason I did that is because you have a story about, believe it or not, Gallows.
Gallows. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm into the dark side of life, I guess. It's all war and murder and mayhem and everything. That's pretty much sums up my life. So, did you see the movie The Conspirators?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so if Robin Penn played Mary Surratt and did a fantastic job. Edwin Stanton was played by Kevin Kline. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody in this just rose to the occasion. It's an amazing film. Highly recommend it. Well, we have a really interesting connection to the whole conspirators. We've talked about Boston Corbett and his connection to John Wilkes Booth and the whole Kansas connection before, but we've got a very interesting connection to Mary Surratt. So let's share that story with you today. The trial of the 19th century began on May 9th, 1865. Abraham Lincoln had been assassinated not even a month before. To the disappointment of the Secretary of War, Edwin Stanton, the guilty party, John Wilkes Booth, had been killed rather than captured. But he was only the tip of the conspiracy. There were others responsible in the plot to overthrow the government. President Andrew Johnson ordered a trial by military commission as the assassination conspiracy was deemed an act of war. For several weeks, prosecutors revealed the case against the conspirators. Because the defense attorneys were never allowed to meet with their clients, their arguments were weak and easily refuted. The commission began deliberation on June 29. Nearly a week later, they declared all 8 defendants guilty. Some, like Dr. Mudd, received prison terms. Lewis Powell, David Herold, George Atzerodt, and Mary Surratt were sentenced to hang. Workmen quickly erected a scaffold on the lawn of the Old Arsenal Penitentiary. From their cells, the condemned could hear its construction and the slam of the traps as they were tested. At 1:15 on July 7, the 4 were led to the gallows, their hands and feet tied, heads covered with hoods, and necks fitted with nooses. Minutes later, they were dead. Despite a desperate last-minute plea to spare her life, Mary Surratt became the first woman executed for a crime in the United States. In 1885, the secretary of the Kansas Historical Society learned that the scaffold was stored at the Old Arsenal in Washington, D.C. He wrote to the Quartermaster's office to request a piece of it for the collection. The lieutenant who received the letter was happy to comply, as he had spent time as a soldier at Fort Leavenworth and considered himself a Kansan. He sent this fragment. It has been a part of the Society's collection since 1885. Through enlarging photographs and comparing the fragment, it was determined that this fragment held the rope upon which Mary Surratt was hanged.